Hey, what's going on guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 18, and today, as promised, we have games against Manchester United and Everton in the Barclays Premier League. But before we play those games, I'm going to show you how Swansea have been getting on off camera, and also a couple new signings to the Swansea side. So of course, in the last episode, we were in the summer transfer window, and there was still a couple of weeks to play through after we ended the last episode. And as you can see, a couple of players have left the club. I also loaned out a couple as well. The notable departures, of course, Kyle Norton going to Lille for £500,000. I like Norton, but he was out of contract in the summer, and he was on like 32 grand a week. I didn't see the point in keeping him, and we probably could have got a bit more than £500,000, but at the end of the day, he's gone, and that's totally fine with me. And also, as you can see as well, Jack Cork left on deadline day to Crystal Palace for £3 million. Now, I really like Jack Cork. He's got some very good stats, and I like him as an energy midfielder through the middle of the park, but he was also out of contract in the summer. I wasn't too sure whether he'd agree a new deal with us or whether he'd want a pay increase or not. Palace came with a bid. We managed to negotiate to £3 million, and in the end, I thought, do you know what? He's a good player, but I'll take it because I plan on signing a new midfielder, and you'll see who we sign in just a moment's time. But also, some players got loaned out as well. Nick Powell once again leaving on loan. Also, Aaron Lewis, a random squad player, and Fred Onyedinma has joined Sunderland on a loan as well. We've also signed 4 new players to the team, and let me show you who they are. So we shall very quickly get through this. Alex Merritt came in on loan from Udinese. We're only paying 4.4k of his wages. He'll be here for the rest of the season. He's a good young goalkeeper. He's a third choice here. He's here for no other reason than peace of mind. We have no future fee arranged with Udinese. He's here for the year to sit in the reserves and be peace of mind for us. So Merritt comes in and we'll take it. And I've also got to stop saying I'll take it because that must get really annoying, but still. Abdoulaye Ba has also joined us on loan as well, so another loan signing for the year. He comes in, we pay £8 grand a week for his wages, and also give Lyon, his parent club, about £100,000 a month for his services. He's going to be here for peace of mind, just like Merritt. He probably won't play too many games, but again, as a 4th choice / 5th choice centre-back, I'm looking for as much cover and depth in this Swansea team as possible. He's on loan, a cheap salary, and I'm pleased with it. And the penultimate signing is one that could be quite interesting. Jamie Lockhead has come in. Now, this is a 17-year-old new-gen / regen who we signed from Rangers for £700,000. And this guy really does excite me. Now, my head of youth development, I think it's my head of youth development, agreed to deal with Rangers. I checked him out, I looked him over, and I thought, yeah, he looks pretty decent. So I gave him a contract. He said yes, and he comes in. Well, we've plonked him in the under-18s. Love these green arrows. But he looks like a really decent young prospect. You know, as you can see right here, he's a left midfielder by trade, but he's also a natural through the middle of the park as well. Now, that's pretty good. I like that. I like the fact that we can play this guy out wide or through the middle, and over the course of his career, we can dictate where we want him to play most of his football, through the middle or out on the wing. So, Lockhead comes in. He looks pretty decent. First touch 15, passing 14. Looks pretty good mentally and physically not too bad. A little bit quick for a 17-year-old. Well, not too quick, but quick enough, I suppose, for a 17-year-old. And he's got many, many years ahead of him, and I'm pretty pleased with this signing. He could turn out to be a really good winger for us in the future, and he could turn out to be a really solid investment. And my final signing is my most expensive one so far as Swansea manager. He came in on deadline day. You'll know the name, you'll know who he is. Is he worth the fee, and is he worth his wages? Well, you can let me know in the comment section down below, but I'm excited for him, and I'm looking forward to seeing how he'll do over the course of his career. Oh, Sergi Roberto. Now, we don't need to do another song, do we? Yeah, Sergi Roberto has signed for Swansea. Now, how about this? Now, of course, Sergi Roberto, for those that don't know, Barcelona player, came through the academy, and a very decent midfielder. He can play deeper, he can play further forward, he can play out wide, he can play right back. He's a pretty versatile player. I do like the look of the guy, and we signed him for £12 million, £9 million up front and £3 million over 48 months. And I must say, I'm pretty happy with his signature. Played 2 league games so far, average rating of 7.15. You look at his mentals, pretty solid. Physicals, pretty well balanced, I would say. Not too bad at all. And technically, he looks like a really decent player as well. £12 million is the fee. Doesn't sound too bad. 70 grand a week on a 4-year deal. Now, that's a lot of money. 70 grand a week becomes our highest earner here at Swansea. Will he be worth the cash? Not entirely sure, but he's got some very good stats, and again, for £12 million, we fought off Marseille to get him. They probably weren't prepared to offer him 70 grand a week like we were, but I looked at Roberto as a coup, one of those signings who, okay, he's not the biggest name in Europe, but you've heard of the guy. So I think Sergio Roberto is a pretty decent signing for us. Whether he'll be worth the £70,000 a week, though, I'm not entirely sure. I hate putting players on high salaries, but either way, he looks pretty decent. He's 25 years old. He probably won't get much better, but already he's very, very decent. So Roberto's in. Good signing. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think, but to be honest, I personally am pretty happy with it. And since you've been away, I've played 7 games off camera, and after our 1-0 victory over Palace on the opening day, we lost to Stoke 2-0 at home, then we beat QPR by a goal to 0, then we beat Fulham by a goal to 0 in the Capital One Cup second round, then we lost to Southampton by a goal to 0, then we beat Newcastle by a goal to 0, trend this with 1-0, looking at FIFA 16, and then we beat Watford by 2 goals to 1, and then in our last game we beat Middlesbrough in the Capital One Cup third round by 2 goals to 0 to progress to the 4th round of the competition. And we're facing Bolton Wanderers, which is interesting. I don't think we faced Bolton in the Capital One Cup before. I certainly don't remember facing them ever before in this competition. If we have, then I've certainly forgotten it. But I can help but laugh when we got that tie. But still, we've been playing quite well to start the season off. Then only 2 defeats from our first few games, looking pretty decent. Now taking on United and Everton. Everton with a struggling start. United quite good in 5th place. We right now to start the season off after 6 games are in 6th place with 12 points. It's been a good beginning, and let's see if we can pick up another good 2 wins here. And this is the team I picked for the Manchester United game, playing the 4-4-1-1, which I'm really liking right now. We're dominating possession in the majority of our games, and I'm just really liking the feel of this formation. It seems very well balanced, but still, Timo Horn starts in goal, back for Ben Davies, Ashley Williams, Marlon, and Hugo Malo/Mayo. The third forward, Ayu's on the left, Brandt is on the right. Sergi, Roberto, and Craneviter are the central midfield duo. Further forward, Sigurdsson as the attacking midfielder, and Callum Wilson is our lone striker on the bench. Berisha, Brooks, Trippier, Key, Lingard, Bonnie, and Torres. Right now, as you can see, couple of fitness problems, 1 injury problem as well with Montero, and also Pereira, who's had a pretty decent start to the season since coming on loan from United, is ineligible to play against his parent club. So here we go then, first game of the episode, taking on Manchester United. Can we get another win, or will United knock the stuffing out of us here at Old Trafford? And the first chance could come to United as Hugo Malo's header goes only as far as Luke Shaw, through towards Renato Sanchez. Darmian is down the right hand side in space. Crosses, well, doesn't cross, but he finds Asamoah. Oh my sweet lord. Manchester United have scored. And what a goal. That is Asamoah's first goal for his new club. And when Darmian gave him the ball there, I didn't think he was going to do anything like that. Oh my goodness, that's got to be one of the best goals I have ever seen in Football Manager. My goodness. We've looked a lot stronger at the back ever since I switched to this formation midway through last season, but I'm telling you right now, any set of 4 defenders, any goalkeeper in the world, there is no stopping that. What a strike. And now we're going to have to respond, and Manchester United could be through again here as Higuain receives the long ball. He's through one-on-one and fires the ball over the bar. Bad miss by Gonzalo. And Manchester United are piling on the pressure early here. Higuain goes for goal and finds the back of the net. 23 minutes in, we've allowed 7 shots, and we may have had more of the ball, but United are looking in control to begin this game. Why is it that whenever I start recording, we seem to play terrible? Good strike by Higuain from just outside the area. 2-0 to the home side. We've got a mountain to climb. And if this becomes free, I don't know what to say. Renato Sanchez finds Shaw down the left-hand side. He's got men to aim at in the centre. Cross is blocked by Hugo Malo. And we should be able to get the ball clear and hopefully pass out and not give the ball away. Oh my god, right on cue. Roberto surrenders possession. Higuain, Yarmolenko. Great chance for 3. And there it is. Higuain scored. Sergio Roberto, my record signing, gave the ball away. This is just a nightmare. Yarmolenko receives the ball just inside the area, crosses to the far post. Higuain with a free header. Timo Horn beaten for the 3rd time in 31 minutes. I mean, could this be worse? I mean, literally everything is going wrong. Roberto at fault for the 3rd goal. I don't know what to say. Don't be 4. Oh my god! Are you kidding me? Where's this come from? Where's our meltdown come from? We've started the season off so well. Everything's been fine. Most games we've dominated possession and been a stronger team. And now we're 4-0 down to United 36 minutes in. And they've had 10 shots. And all 4 of their shots on target have found the back of the net. This is ludicrous. If this is 5, I don't know what to do. Brandt heads away the corner, only as far as Renato Sanchez. Suarez now on the ball, through towards Higuain. Yarmolenko, Higuain, 5-0 United. I'm getting the sack at half-time. This is mental. Quite seriously, I don't know what's happened. I really don't. We've been playing totally well. And I said I was liking the 4-4-1-1. Oh, I mean, that is just so bad luck. Higuain shot is the post, and then it seems to hit Timo Horn in the face and go in. This is mental. Can I make 11 subs at half time, please? I'm going to have to take off my suit and put my boots on. Seriously, this is mental. I never go aggressive in team talks because I always think it's destructive, but I'm going to go aggressive and say that was absolutely terrible. Your performance has been extremely poor. And if you lot, well, yeah, some of you are happy. You know, those that have switched off, I mean, you switched off for 45 minutes, so don't even switch off now. You've already been switched off. I don't know what I'm even saying. I'm just so annoyed. Right, so as the second half begins, going to make some changes. Should have done it at half time, but I forgot really. I feel like we need to go down the wing and try and close down a little bit more, not allow them shots from goal because clearly they can score from those ranges, and see if we can change things. But I got to say right now, if this game gets into double figures, I would not be surprised. Can we grab a consolation goal? 16.5 minutes to go. I'll take it. Hugo Malo through towards Callum Wilson, who's had a poor start to the season. Can you do something now, though, to prove everyone wrong, including myself? Still Wilson on the ball. Back towards Key off the bench. So far, only substitute. Brandt has a lot of space down the right-hand side here. Wilson's in the area, and he has scored. Callum Wilson with the consolation goal. That's all it will be for sure. But it's second of the year, and we'll take any positive. What the hell was that? We've had some bad performances in this series, but this one is definitely up there as one of the very, very worst. What an awful showing. Still positive, lads. We scored a goal and we won the second half 1-0. Shame we lost the first half 5-0. I mean, going aggressive worked at half-time, but to be fair, we did actually play a little bit better in the second half, and we did, of course, score a goal to win us the second half, if you will, but didn't win us any points. So I'll go assertive as opposed to aggressive, and I shall say that I'm far from pleased from what I just saw from this team. Brandt has switched off. He wants to leave the club. He feels like he's better than us, and truth be told, he is. But either way, everyone else seems to be fired up, and hopefully that'll kick us into gear for the game against Everton, because if we turn up at Goodison Park playing half as bad as that, then we'll get thrashed 6-7-0, because that was just genuinely awful. You had harsh words for JC and his side before the match. Do you think they had any impact on things going in your favour out there today? Mourinho's response was passionate, noting, "I don't think so. If anything, it made things more difficult for us." Really? They were fantastic out there. Really? And made us work hard for our result. Really? So much so that I have to admit I got it wrong in the build-up. Jay's doing a great job. Well, thanks very much, Jose, but I can't help but detect some sarcasm in your voice. There's going to be a managerial rivalry between me and Jose, I can tell. Not happy with that sarcastic press conference at all. He's going to get in a reverse leg, I'll tell you that much. Okay then, so moving into the second game of today's episode, and it's safe to say my mood has plummeted a little bit since the first game. Taking on Everton away from home at Goodison Park, and this is the team we've picked. Same 4-4-1, same personnel. So Horn in goal, back for a Davis, Williams, Marlon, and Hugo Malo. Further forward, on the left, Brandt on the right, Roberto and Cranevitter in the middle, Siggy is attacking midfielder, Callum Wilson as a striker, and on the bench, Berisha, Brooks, Bentancur, Pereira, Lingard, Bonnie and Torres. So the bench has changed a little bit. Only one instruction's changed as well. We're going to play a little bit higher up in our defence and try and get in the face of the opposition as opposed to letting them strike from range like we did with Manchester United, and hopefully we'll bounce back. Now you may wonder why I'm not changing any players after losing by 5-1. It's because I trust the team. I trust the team. I trust these players. Surely we can't have 2 games like that one. Let's respond. Let's get the 3 points. Come on, boys. I trust you. You know, I'm putting my trust in you. I'm showing I have faith in you. Go out there and perform. Put that United game to the back of your minds and just go out there and get the job done. First highlight comes to Everton with Ross Barkley on the ball. Finds James McCarthy inside towards John Faz. Great save by Horn. Beats it away and we get the danger clear. Good stop by Timo Horn. Not a good start though, but fortunately this time we don't fall behind. And the second highlight is here as Juan Fran plays back towards Jagielka, who didn't see it. Wilson's shot saved by the goalkeeper. What a chance. Callum Wilson, you got to bury those, son. I've spent so much money on you. You are my #1 choice as our out-and-out striker. When you're given gifts like that, you got to take them. Here's a chance for Everton straight after kickoff in the second half, and Kirchi is denied by a brilliant save by Timo Horn. Really good stop by our German goalkeeper, and it remains goalless. And a free kick here for Sigurdsson, who takes it and scores. Get in! What a free kick by Gylfi Sigurdsson. And 9 minutes after the restart, we take the lead. Everything's great again. Gylfi Sigurdsson with the free kick. Is that his first of the season? Can't remember. Either way, really good strike by the Icelandic playmaker. Curls it over the wall, into the top corner. No chance for the goalkeeper. 1-0 to the Welsh team. Well, Torres is coming on for Wilson, that's for sure. Callum Wilson's had a pretty subpar start to the season. Only 2 goals in, now 7 appearances. But he's on the ball here just before he gets subbed off. Gives it towards Ben Davies. Maybe we can get something here. Wilson on the ball finds Ayew. Ayew inside the area, forced back towards Craneville. And now here's Hugo Malo down the right hand side for us. Finds Gylfi Sigurdsson, our goal scorer, inside towards Wilson, who I'm just about to take off for Fernando Torres. And he scores with his final touch of the game. Oh, sorry, Callum. I just didn't think you'd score. Hugo Malo down the right hand side, picks out Gylfi Sigurdsson. He got the goal for our first goal, and actually I thought it was an assist, but instead he got tackled, but fortunately it dropped straight to Callum Wilson. He didn't even have time to celebrate, just turned around, he saw his number and thought, oh, for God's sake. And that will do it then. So final score at Goodison Park, Everton 0, Swansea 2, and that's a really good way to respond after an absolute humiliation in the last game. So I'm going to say I'm proud of your performance out there. Nobody gets a chance to win. Well done, and everyone seems to be happy. So that's fantastic stuff. Siggy with a goal from the free kick, and also Callum Wilson scoring with his final touch before being subbed off, sees us move back up the table to 6th place with 15 points after 8 games, 5 wins and 3 defeats. And despite the United game, you still would say this has been a pretty impressive start to the season, and long may it continue. If we finish in 6th come the end of the season, we could qualify for the Europa League. Good start, let's keep it up. And that will end today's episode in my Football Manager series as well, guys. So a big thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. And if you have enjoyed today's episode, then please do leave a like. Likes, of course, much appreciated, and it will help the channel grow as well. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic weekend. You deserve it. And I'll see you for the next episode in my Football Manager series very soon.